Right? No, not Beethoven. Beethoven is classical.
No, it means remember that you can Beethoven.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, fine.
So this all must remember.
5.
5 now.
Choose 5 to remember, including their points, including the composition style.
Oh, no need to remember all.
No need to remember, you choose 5. Any 5, up to you. Okay, 10 marks. Okay, so the test on week 13 will be 50% objective, 50% subjective. Okay. Half. So in the objective section, there are 25 questions. 15 of them are listening tests. So next week I will share the link to you all. You can start listening to the music. Each question is 2 marks, so 50% total. And then the subjective section, there are 4 sections. One of them is this. This is 10 marks. So make sure you memorize 5 composers with each of their composition style. Only 1 point. One composer and 1 point. 1 composition style. Then 20 marks is true false. Okay. So true false, that one I don't know what to tell you. There are no tips for that. Just true false. Huh? Also no use. That one, all I can tell you is if you don't know, then you choose either tick all true or all false.
That one pass.
Huh?
Enough for pass.
No lah. But should give you almost half of the marks. Depends on which half you choose. Okay, so true false is 20%. Maybe it's a dark. Huh?
Won't be as hard as the one that you give us to fight for the ticket run, right? Who's the biggest hand?
No lah, that one is ABCD ma. True false is something like, for example, let's say one of the question will be something like.
Yes.
Let me think. Let me see what.
So
Okay, for
like,
example, huh?
you just group like chapter 1 to chapter 3 or.
I will tell you next week. I'm just giving you some ideas first, so at least you know what is going to happen. And next week I will give you the more specifics because I just managed to finalize the test question last night, so I have the idea, but I don't remember the specific questions. So the true false question will be something like church music is sacred music. True or false?
Yeah. True.
True. Like that? Okay, so it will be something like that. Right? All I can tell you is if you really don't know how to answer, choose either all true or all false. It should give you some marks.
Some, not half.
Not exactly half, but depends on which half you choose.
So then you tell us
More on
which
true or
half, then
more
we
on
choose.
I don't know. This one cannot tell you. If I tell you I don't need to mark already, everyone just choose the side.
Yeah, so we can tell you to mark my
No, we can help
Serious words, this one.
Make your life
you.
easier.
Yeah. Make your life easier.
Okay, so another part of the subjective section is the chart. So the chart you have to study lah. But again, I don't remember which chart to remember. So next week I'll tell you. And then one more is genre. So the genres will come out as well. So if you don't remember the genres, genre is out here. So these are the genre. Okay, so like symphonic poem, incidental music, what are these? What are the characteristics of the genre? All these lah.
Genre.
Genre, G-N-R-E. You all always pronounce it as genre, I don't know why.
So this one must remember how many? Oh.
I don't exactly remember. I will let you know next week. So make sure you come next week.
actual hall.
अच्छा हाँ.
Okay. Any questions? No? Good? Happy? Huh? Okay, so how is your melody improvisation? Have you started?
No time.
Wow. Okay, so just in case you don't remember, in melody improvisation, you have to submit a presentation slide.
这个礼拜一定要做。有空做，你有做过吗？做过。你是我的姐妹啊，你是我的 baby。尽快做，不然很忙。还有影呀，这个推荐，就不要做。
So this is an example from last semester. The slide doesn't have to be too complicated. You can keep it simple. There's a few important things to put in the slide.
你这空这边做一点音乐还是什么音乐呢？因为你要写歌词，你要写歌词，然后我们还要记你歌词。哦，可不可以一个人唱一首这样？是吗？是啦。
Okay, so you sort of see, make sure you have the name of the group members. This one forgot to put, so I stole them. So you can also put the song's title if you want to, and you can sort of introduce like the first song, what is the idea, second song, what is the idea, things like that. And then the lyrics of your song. Make sure you highlight the lyrics as well. For example, this group, it was a day, all blue and lifting white. In this is actually the lyrics, the poem, sorry, the original poem.
Oh, this original.
No, this is the original poem, but the next few verses are all from them, so they create their own lyrics. Okay. It's just that you make sure you put a bold or italic or something to highlight the original poem lyrics, so I know which poem you're using.
这个歌词不用写太长。
Another example is something like this. I don't know. Let's just choose someone else's.
要背人那歌词。
Maybe this one. So you can see titles for the songs and the lyrics. Again, this one forgot to put their group members' names as well. Make sure you put in the group members' names in front. This one maybe is so. No, this one is 3%. Let's see.
这个 semester 的。
Last semester.
哦，知道了，这样快一点。
可以不要做 background 嘛，就底盘底盘。
So you can see they put in their group members' names here. I mean, it doesn't have to be very beautiful, but of course, if it's a beautiful slide, it looks better. If it's very, very boring, then maybe I won't do it. Yeah, so it looks fine if your lyrics are edited, whatever, then creativity out there. This is how creativity. But you don't have to go and spend 10 hours work on the slides. That's what I meant.
是，如果我们没有 compose 那个音乐，我们拿现在 existing 的歌来改，会扣分。
No, if you are going to sing original songs, it's just that your originality section will be lower in marks. Because originality, if you sing other existing songs, the maximum marks that they give you is 9.5 out of 10. But let's say if you really don't know how to create melodies or come up with your own melodies, you can use other people's songs, but modify it a little bit so that I can give you higher marks, about 11, 12 marks. You know what I mean? Yeah, so modify a little bit and at least try. Don't just copy exactly the same melody. But of course, for those who really cannot, like, I have no time, I don't want to go and do this extra stuff, and I don't mind having lower marks, fine. But if you're trying to aim for higher marks, okay?
我是如果3个人，一定要3个人都要唱。
Yes.
不可以啦，一个人唱一首，另一个人唱一首。
So what you can do is, okay, so if you have 3 person in a group, okay, let's say all 3 of you, let's say 3 of you is in a group. Let's say you are the good singer, another 2 is bad at singing, okay, and let's try and sing like 2 lines not the whole thing. But then you have to try and find something else to do when you're performing, not just stand there. Try to do something. You can think of, you can dance if you want to, you can do whatever you want. Or if you remember on week 3, I asked you all to do the rhythmic ostinato. Do you remember that? Yeah? You can do that as well. You can all practice the same ostinato, bring your table out, and then sing and do it together. Then at least it won't feel so awkward. It won't feel so, you don't feel like you're doing it alone. You do it as a group. So that would definitely give you a lot of marks for creativity and stage performance. Yeah, do something. Don't just think of it like, I don't want to sing. You sing out, stand here. Then I don't see a lot of teamwork and take off. Yeah, those are the things we're looking for. The singing part is not important actually. The singing part is secondary. Most important, we look at whether you put in a lot of effort to try and create something interesting, whether you are well prepared for a presentation like this, whether there are a lot of teamwork involved, you plan everything, you work together, how you're going to present. Those are the most important things. When you're singing, it's not too bad. I give you about 12, 15 marks. Right? If it's, like I mentioned, originality, you don't know, just change a little bit here and there, 12, 15 marks. At least you still get some marks, not totally 0. Right? But then creativity, all those things, you can actually score high marks by actually engage yourself doing the activity. Then you get high marks. Okay?
所以如果我们从不同的歌拿好，那每个人第一考买一个，
Okay?
这样分多少
I will consider as modified.
？modify
Modified is already very good. 11, 12 marks. Out of 20, like, you understand? Or if you sing your original song, it's only 15. I mean, technically it's still higher.
Then how to get 15 plus?
Yeah, the song has to be very good.
Like,
Yeah. A very few groups get that. That's why I say don't think of the musical part as the main marking scheme. Think of the whole presentation. Because the assignment itself is to try and get you all to go and do something creative, try to work together, come up with something interesting.
不是这样，每个 teammate 的分数都一样。
It's shared. That's why you have to do it together. If you carry the whole team, you won't feel good also.
啊，像我 solo 啊。
Right?
哎呦，真的。
What happened?
我唱被骗的歌更好啊。哒哒哒哒啦，给你哒啦。
we create a song by ourselves, all managed by ourselves originally. But it's very bad melody. 15 also. Okay, then can.
没有。
Yeah, but if it's very, very bad, you don't feel happy singing it also.
14 lah.
If you don't, I mean, the thing is that you don't feel happy singing it.
How is a sad song?
Up to you. Or like I mentioned, you just find a song that you like, you can sing. Change it into a way that it doesn't sound entirely like it. Then I would just consider as
Just
there are a lot of ways to do it. But
要训练的，
like
如果要一组的话。
if you can play instrument, bring instruments, it will definitely help. If you want to,
是会跳舞。
if you want to bring your own mic, also can. You want to bring, if you think the computer speakers is too bad, you can bring your own speaker.
躲在电脑后面，等等。
If you dare to do that, I will give you marks.
哇，是啊 ，OK 啊，I do for you 啊。
Yeah, you must do it. You must learn how to do it.
I solo also can 啊。
You solo also can. But then, what are these two guys going to do?
They're not team up.
他跟我不同组吗？
Huh?
没有，我跟。
Oh, you're with him.
没有，不是。
He's rejecting you already. Okay, so don't wait until last minute. That's all I can tell you. Because this type of assignment, you cannot do it in 2 hours time. You have to spend time. But it's not that difficult to
要放
execute.
下什么
It's okay, we can become J Chow lah. Literally means
不可以这样
tradition song already.
有个技巧嘛？
像那什么？
half hour 了。
哎呦，不懂啊。像我来给妈做这一棵树，然后你再改正。左右左右。
You have to think think about it. Okay? Like I mentioned before, this assignment, if you can, do your best because it is 35% in terms of weightage. Okay? So, yeah, it will affect a lot.
我看你有看了一个，你的时间讲的。
You have to perform on week 12 or week 12?
One day, this class, this class.
Yeah? You have 2 weeks time?
白线
That's why I said don't wait already. Why are you waiting?
Not maybe we got some other assignments to do. One day we got 2 assignments to.
On week 12. That's why I said don't wait lah. Start planning.
Time not enough.
Huh?
Time not enough. Not doing other assignments.
I know, but this one, okay. For example, you are very busy, right? Like this assignment, let's say your group members, you and your group members together sometime during the dinner time, sit down, makan, chat lah, brainstorm. Okay, what can we do? What songs we can sing, what songs we cannot sing? Brainstorm first. You don't have to wait. Perform. Brainstorm. Then at least